We're working on sheriff builds right now. It's a brand new exotic in the Division 2. We're piecing some sheriff builds together. I'm asking you guys to send sheriff builds into me. We're covering them on the channel if I like them. But this is just a GCROCK build. This is what I came up with. When I first saw the sheriff, I thought all-out damage, range, just turn it into like a rifle sort of build at range and just annihilate people. And it works well with this build. I've had a few different variances, but this right now is the best I've got it. And I'm going to show you this build and show you some gameplay with it. So yeah, for those looking for sheriff builds right now, it might give you some inspiration. Or if you're thinking GCROCK, no, you got it wrong. This build is amazing. If you get it, this build's good. Send it to me on Discord. DM me. I want to see your builds because it's a good gun, and I think on the right build, the sheriff can be very, very good. So let me show you this, what I've came up with. Now, this is around damage, but also weapon handling, because weapon handling does play a key part in. I was talking about this in stream the other day, and someone questioned me saying, it's 100%. Why would you need weapon handling? For those thinking that, think of it like this. If you've got 10 out of 100 and you increase that 10 by 100%, it's 20 out of 100. Okay, so weapon handling's still going to be good. It's 100% accuracy, but you can still improve it. So this build goes into that. We've got the sharpshooter specialization for that reason. That has some weapon handling perks to it. There's the sheriff. I've already expertised it to 30. Detox on it as well. Doesn't matter what your secondary or sidearm is. I go 2-piece Hunter's Fury on this build, and it's going to be weapon damage and crit damage on it with a crit damage mod on the mask there. I got the knee pads as well. Hunter's Fury knee pads, weapon damage, crit damage. I then go the Eagle's Grasp gloves. This is again working towards the weapon handling I was talking about. It gives you 15% weapon handling. We got weapon damage, crit damage on it. Also getting a bit of magazine size there as well. It's not so important with the sheriff, but magazine size is a bit of an issue. It increases a little bit. And then another piece to help with the handling is the holster, the name spot on holster. With this, we're getting 10% accuracy, weapon damage, 38% accuracy as the named attribute there with crit damage. So you can see a lot of weapon handling and accuracy on the build. And then the final pieces, I've gone Cheska, chest piece. We're getting crit chance on that, crit chance, crit damage mod, and glass cannon for extra damage. And then the backpack, I've got the gift. A normal Providence backpack will be okay. It's got headshot damage, weapon damage, crit chance damage, crit damage mod with perfect vigilance. In fact, here, if I had it, what I would have gone with, it wouldn't have been Providence, it would have been Grupo. I'd go Grupo backpack because of the crit damage it's going to give you, all the same attributes, and I'd have vigilance on it. I just don't have a Grupo backpack in my stash, and I couldn't be bothered farming it, and I had a gift sitting there, so I just used that. So yeah, Grupo backpack, if you've got it, would be much better. There's some things you can do different on the build for sure, like for example, instead of the Eagle's Grasp, you can go Overdogs. This is going to increase the damage even more. That's probably what most people prefer to do, to be honest with you. But this is initially how I set it up, so I'll keep it like that. You could go Overdogs there. You don't have to use glass cannon. If you want to go obliterate will be fine. You could then even maybe go equalizer and go perfect obliterate. You will drop some crit chance, so if you do that. And yeah, shield for no reason really, other than just for a quick shield if I need it. Revive 5, go whatever skills you want. And then the stats on the build is 30% crit chance, 151.7 crit hit damage. So crit chance is low. Some people don't like that. You can fix that very easily if you don't like it. Just change the crit damage mods to crit chance mods, and you're going to increase that by 18%, take you to 48%. If you want to go all the way to the cap, then just take crit damage off a roll here and put chance on. You do you with the crit chance, crit damage, but that I don't mind that. I run a few builds of 30%. Normally I like to have a minimum 40, but it works good as you'll see in the gameplay now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through a mission with this build and show it in action. Basically, we're going to let our priority objectives determine the mission because we're farming stretch goals right now. So I have a strong goal. This is DUA. We're going to go and do some DUA. And this build's more about being at range, which I think a lot of people was thinking about with the sheriff was a ranged shotgun. This is why I was heading down this route with a build. I was just thinking real high damage, glass cannon, fire from range. This will be much better when they fix it as well. Because right now, when you're in cover, you don't get the accuracy. When you're out of cover, you do. So that's not meant to be like that. You're meant to still get the accuracy when you're in cover. So once that's fixed, this build will improve a lot. Kind of why I got the shield on right now, because you can't even get it when you're moving. Like when I'm moving, you lose the accuracy. Pretty sure that's not meant to be a thing either. I think you're meant to keep it. So I've got a shield just because I'm going to be standing still. And it just take a bullet or two. Let's go and use it.
This is a chance to wipe out the hyena leadership in one decisive blow. Get in there and hunt them down. Every last one of them. Immediate medical assistance needed.
It's hard. See the range rat as well. It does good. And with the reticle's got a bit smaller, so you can aim for the heads as well. I'm not sure if you can get the reticle even smaller than that if you go even more weapon handling, or whether I'm at the smallest it can be. But also the target acquisition, I think, is meant to be a bit improved with weapon handling, so you get that smaller reticle quicker when you aim. But I have used this build as well with the overdogs, and wow, I have used this with the overdogs as well, and it hits even harder with the overdogs. I probably suggest doing that. I've only done one mission like that though, so I just thought I'd keep the Eagle's grasp on. What I'll do actually mid-mission, we'll throw the overdogs on so you can see it. Just need to remember I'm glass. We've just recorded another video before this with the provocateur chest piece with a sheriff build, and that was very survivable, so I was face tanking. To adjust a little bit with this one. This is definitely a more stand out the way, not face tank build.
Circuit breaker detected.
The only issue with this sort of build is, well, even with the sheriff, the limitations of the sheriff, I want to see a build where I'm going to want to run this in a legendary. And I don't think I found that yet. Like, for heroic content, absolutely. But would I go into legendary missions with this, with how I normally do it, with my glass cannon AR build? Probably not. The reload just really lets it down on tanky enemies. You're just reloading so much that, yeah, I'd love to see a build where I'm like, I want to take that through a legendary mission. I don't think this build is that. You can probably get through a legendary, don't get me wrong, but in terms of efficiency, I have this glass cannon St. Elmo's build that just deletes everything, and I feel like I'm going to get far better results out of that build than using the sheriff. As hard as it hits very hard. That the reloading is an issue. You're reloading a lot. Here. Oh. Survived, we survived.
Still there, sweetie? Hello? Fuck. Everybody get yourselves ready. This situation is serious.
That's a good example there on that boss where it can struggle with tankier enemies. Give me a glass build with an AR and Elmo's there, he's pretty much dead on spawn.
Airborne toxins at unsafe levels. Filters failing. Air filter function restored. Air quality acceptable.
Let's hope the guys running with us know we can't open this door too early. Otherwise it bugs out.
Agent down.
Oh shit, I've already done.
Medical assistance needed. Airborne toxins at unsafe levels. Filters failing.
That's the second one that's got
We
me.
got devils in our house and they mean to kill us all. Stand and fight. You hear me?
It's like there's a freaking modifier on where the bodies are dropping grenades. A little bit more face tanky than it should be with this spell, but it's got the damage to do it. As soon as you start shooting you're always going to be dead though with glass. It's the issue with face tanking. You need an out, you need a piece of cover. Hence why this gun will be better when you can actually use cover. Because you'll be able to actually sit in cover and sit back and just, yeah, have cover. It'll be a benefit for sure. Nearly again. Nearly again.
Got a kill! Taking out the hyena leadership leaves the faction in disarray.
That's the gameplay.
I'll send teams to start securing the supplies.
Pretty decent. I think the sheriff can work very well on this sort of build. Again, I don't know what the limitations are with it. Would I run this in a legendary? No. Would I run it on heroic content? Yes. Especially missions, not so much open world. Open world, I'll go for a more survivable build. I did another video with like an in-your-face Hunter's Fury provocateur build, and that's more better for like open world stuff. Also good for heroic content. Again, I want to do in legendary. But yeah, it's decent. Let me know what you think. Also, again, let me know what sheriff builds you are coming up with. I want to see them. If you've got a sheriff build and you're like, gee, this is going to work in legendary, give it a go. I want to see them. Master mission sheriff builds for a bit more difficult than heroic content. I'd like to see them. But this is good. I like it. I forgot to switch to the overdogs. I said I was going to switch to the overdogs at some point in that. Real good shout to do that. And maybe even the Exodus for a little poof when you lose your shield to give you more survivability. That's also a good shout. I normally use that on Legendary, my Legendary build, to be fair. Yeah, look forward to seeing more builds. DM me in the Discord. Hope you like this one. Comment down below. Thanks for watching. Peace.